What's up, everybody? It's me, it's Alexis Maurice, and my co-host, Mr.
Sheree Hollywood.
And welcome to an all-new episode of The Wine Up. So go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine, pull up a chair, because Trey and I are about to discuss the latest hot topics in pop culture. Actually, not tonight. Tonight, we're discussing all things housewives. We're talking about
Real Housewives.
Potomac. What do you say?
I said Real Housewives.
We're talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. We're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. And we're talking about the new reboot of the Real Housewives of New York. So go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine because Trey is already taking his first sip. I am drinking on tonight some Tribute Cabernet Sauvignon. Take a look. Trey, what are you drinking on tonight?
I told you don't ask me that. You're so petty. Y'all.
Trey drinking wine and he don't know how to enunciate. He don't know how to pronounce
you don't either. So I'm just gonna show y'all. Here we go.
I ain't drinking it. Turn it around.
Okay.
Frey von Zion or something. Listen, we're going to just leave that alone. Make sure that you go ahead and like this video on YouTube. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel. Comment below and let us know how you're feeling when we're talking throughout this episode. And please make sure that you share this video on all of your social media platforms. Let me take my first sip, y'all.
Cheers.
We gonna stop.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Our first stop tonight is to Fight Club Potomac. We talk about bad bitches, baddies Potomac. We talking about Potomac Cabaret.
Right.
Any show that you think about niggas just on there just fighting and acting a plum fool.
Hey! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No!
We talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, child, Giselle and Candace have an event where they are launching some type of activewear line. Now, when you think about Giselle and Candace, I don't really think about fashions and stuff like that. But anywho, I digress. And down to the event, they filmed after the camels was wrapped, allegedly. What happened was two of the friends of, they got into a full-out brawl down in the People restaurant, okay? It was one friend of, which is a new friend of, her name is Kiana Stewart. And then we got Sesame Street, the Cookie Monster, Deborah, from last season. And for those of you who don't remember Deborah was the girl who was going around saying that Candace's husband, Chris Bassett, was giving her the googly eyes and was trying to flirt with her and all kind of stuff like that. That's what she has said, Trey.
I know, absolutely.
So she is down to the fight with this other new girl. You got two friends of acting a plum fool, bringing down the stock in Potomac now. But apparently what had happened was Candace said someone threw a drink at her, and then the other girl who got into a fight said that a drink from glass or something like that hit her. But waited by the time the fight was over, it was glass everywhere. Bitches was bleeding.
Bodies.
It was a whole mess. And what we did see in the footage is that we did see the cameras come back. Somebody called the camera crew and was like, bitch, if y'all want to get y'all ass down to these goddamn restaurant, these girls down here are fighting. The girls are fighting.
Right. Okay. Fight. Giselle was on the floor, getting pulled down, came out of her heel.
Now, Trey, who was the girl who was trying to break them up, and then she pulled the other girl hair and pulled her down, and then she ended up falling too? Was that Giselle?
That was Giselle. Yeah, she came out her shoe and everything. Baby, the heel came off and everything.
Bitch, it was like a bowling ball. The whole cast just fell down.
They did. Everybody, boom. Let her go. Boom.
Everybody just fell down. Now, so Karen told us the first season of Real Housewives of Potomac that they don't do those types of things. We don't do those things up here in Potomac. But what we've seen every season since the beginning of this show is fighting. You got Monique snatch Candace ass up. You got Candace and Ashley was about to get into a Royal Rumble at one particular point in time. Who else got into a little scuffle? Mia was throwing a drink up in
Wendy's face,
Dr. Wendy's face, and then was hitting her with the pocketbook. These girls just love putting their hands on each other. Carlos King said this on his podcast podcast, Reality with the King. Shout out to Carlos. Carlos said, that's why you have to be careful when you try to put yourself above people and say what you will and will not necessarily do or what's beneath you. Because what we have seen time after time is the girls in Potomac, girl, y'all like to fight. The girls be fighting up there. And y'all supposed to be prim and proper. You know, you're supposed to have high tea and have your pinkies up and all kind of stuff like that. And girl, y'all fighting down. Trey, what did you think about all of this when you saw it?
I was living for it. For one, because Cookie Monster, I don't like her. And I was happy that someone finally provided her with documents to get in her behind whoop. You know, it was funny because when you mentioned about her saying that Candace's husband was giving her googly eyes, I was thinking back to, like, for one, isn't that kind of disrespectful to your husband? Because isn't she married and has children? You didn't even accuse someone. Well, I had with her Instagram and I saw her with this man. So I don't know if this is recent.
I'm just like, how the hell these girls who are friends of, how you fighting and you're not even a main cast member?
Because they're trying to solidify themselves and show that they deserve to be on this show, and I'm gonna bring the drama. Not like
Listen, that. Sesame Street is probably gonna be the newest cast member on Baddies. Mark my words now. If things don't go well for her on the Potomac, why she end up on Baddies East or something like that?
This is what got me. The season ain't even started yet. And baby, we getting more press of drama, the Potomac girls, than we getting from the Atlanta girls. I was gonna say what I did notice is anytime and every time there's some type of scuffle, some hair pulling or something, you got Candace in the middle of it with a bottle or something trying to hit somebody, and you got Wendy in the middle of it yelling. Always, if you go, if you rewind it back, you will see Wendy's always in the middle of it hollering.
Fire! Oh, fire! Oh, stop, y'all! Stop!
Sure, not my wig.
Time for business.
Because she's a ho, wait.
Yes, I'm actually excited for this season. I love the Real House of Potomac because I feel like there's always love between those girls. I also feel like there's always hate. I feel like theirs is not created. You know, like I feel like some stuff on Atlanta is created, but Potomac, I really feel like what those girls feel is real, like for each other. Like Mia may not fuck with this person for real, and this may not fuck with this person for real. You got Karen who like whatever. I just feel like that shit is real. I love it. I'm here for it.
I love the fact that these girls can have a fight, they can film, they can have issues, and then at the reunion they kind of wrap it up, and then they come back to the starting line and they start all over again.
Right.
But I have been feeling like these last couple of seasons, it's been getting a little toxic between them. And for me, Trey, I just felt like after watching last season, I just feel like these girls don't really like each other like that no more. And when you get to a point when you kind of not really rocking or feeling the people anymore, the show then becomes staged or it becomes performative. I think in the earliest seasons of Potomac, that friendship, that camaraderie, I think it was there. They're very good at throwing shade, but I just feel like now things are getting a little messy to me, and it's becoming a little performative. But I love the fight. I love the
Don't get me.
So another fight that happened this past week on the Housewives World was down here in Atlanta, Georgia, on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're gonna talk about Sheree. Sheree, girl, we are calling you to the stand, okay? Because we got some things that we need to talk about with you. In this particular episode, the girls decided that they was gonna call out Sheree. At the reunion, the season 14 reunion, Sheree rolled out a rack of She by Sheree clothing, honey, and everybody was clapping. Oh, we so happy to see. We got hats, we got bags, we got shirts. All of the girls, including Andy, was like, oh my God, we're getting She by Sheree. Honey, when that red light cut off and the cameras were off and everybody went back to the rooms, child, allegedly Sheree's people, or we don't know if it was production, they came and said, that's all ours. They confiscated all of the She by Sheree merchandise for apparel, okay? She by Sheree went to She, where did she go? Okay, because
nobody knew.
The clothes went. Sheree apparently didn't know about it until Drew called her out, and apparently Kenya agreed, Candy agreed, Sanya agreed, all the girls agreed, except Marlo. Marlo said that she got all the shirts and hats that she actually wanted, and she rocked it in the confessional. So Trey, somebody lying. Who lying? Who you think lying, child?
Sheree. And I even actually tweeted Sheree because Sheree actually responded to something that somebody had said. I'm gonna read it to you. Sheree said there was even members from production that had She by Sheree after the reunion. Marlo was not the only one to get one. My response to Sheree was, girl, just cut it out. You're lying. You knew that stuff got returned. You told your people before you brought that stuff out, make sure y'all confiscate any and everything that needed to be confiscated. And then you want to sit here and act like, This is why I say it works for Drew. I feel like I'm Drew. I feel like I'm the Drew of our crew. I feel like I'm the one
Okay,
that
you're
likes
the Drew
to
of our crew.
of
You
the
gonna be
crew. Yes.
oh, come on, Wilder now.
Yeah, that's I feel like, I love my people. She loves her people. She wants people to work together. She wants people to come, but I'm going to give you a little shade when I need to use some shade. I feel Drew. This is what I love about the whole situation. Candy didn't sit there and allow Drew to be by herself. He didn't allow her. They all spoke up and said, you know what, Sheree, girl, our stuff did get taken back. And then you want to say, like, what? It ain't my fault. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You do have something to do with your merchandise getting taken back, okay? Because it's not fashion.
But Trey, you
It's
also
not
have
fashion.
Marlo here who said that she got merchandise. So,
Baby,
like,
them shirts was given to her. Them shirts, that T-shirt and that hat was given to her after the reunion.
Marlo
Okay,
said she
please.
had 15 shirts. She walked out there with
And Marlo,
15 damn shirts.
that's a lie because Sheree even said a different number from what Marlo said. So what is the math ain't mathing? Did she have 15 or did she have 8?
Ain't gonna know exactly how many shirts Marlo took. She just know that there was merchandise there. It was a grab away, give away, get what you want, take it home. Marlo said she even gave it out to her people. I don't know who to believe, to be honest with you.
So you think 4 people lying?
These
You
girls
think Candy,
are so
Kenya,
shady,
Sanya, and Drew are lying? You think all 4 of them are lying?
They just so shady, Trey. They just be saying stuff sometimes to be shady. Just how Sheree did Drew, girl. Is this the chef? These the people who you ain't pay, girl? Did they get paid today? I mean, that's a legitimate question.
But
I would ask that question
Sheree, the
too.
one who don't be paying her people. The question was if Sheree wasn't getting paid.
Listen, if I was at your dinner party and it was on Twitter that you don't pay your people, bitch, I'm gonna ask because I don't need nobody sending me no kind of invoices talking about somebody need to be paid or something like that. I don't know, Trey. I'm sorry. You can sit there and look. You can look fool if you damn want to. You better learn how to pay your damn people. That's all I'm saying. Sheree wanna come to somebody and tell them that they need to ask certain questions at certain times. So, baby, why would you? If you're not trying to be shady, why you not one gonna ask me in front of all the girls, but two ask me right now the current situation? You could have asked me the next day, girl, and then you trying to have this healing trip. You're trying to have this healing trip, and, baby. You're not healing. You're not healing yourself, like Drew said. You're trying to have a healing trip, and you ain't healing. I'm trying to understand why Drew got up from the table and started crying. Like, what the hell is you crying for, girl? Like, why are you
because
crying?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Remember,
tell me why. Pour me some more wine.
Remember a couple of years ago, me and a friend of our a mutual friend of us, an exchange of words, and I cried. You remember that?
Did you always cry? That's the first time you cried.
The reason why I cry is because, for one, I don't like fighting with my friends. I don't like getting into those type of situations with my friends where I feel like it's
girl.
Let me finish. And I feel like that's where Drew was at. Drew was at a situation where, you know what, I'm tired of going back and forth with Sheree about this. And then she's not even acknowledging how I feel about the situation. So you know what? She got emotional. She's valid. She's entitled to feel the way she feels. So that's why Drew got up and she cried.
One who went on Dish Nation and told the whole world that Sheree's people confiscated the apparel. We wouldn't have known that.
No.
So if somebody we would not have known that had Drew not said anything. What was the purpose of Drew saying this? Let me tell you what I hate about people like Drew and
they
you.
All do it.
The fact that y'all want to throw rocks all the time. The minute that somebody throw a brick back at your ass and break the glass, and you want to start crying and I don't want to fight with my friends and all this stuff. Bitch, you threw rocks at me. You throw rocks at me, I'm going to throw bricks back at you.
Are you done? So all of the ladies do it on every franchise. They all do it. But if you go on an interview, say for example, if we were doing a separate interview and somebody was to say to you, "Do you think it was true that Trey didn't pay that invoice?" You probably would have been like, "I don't know. I mean, I've been with him before. He probably didn't pay the invoice." You would have said something shady too. Why? To keep the juices flowing. You would have did it the same as well.
Keep the juices flowing.
No, and you know it. So if somebody will ask you something, do you know Trey in a relationship, or how is Trey dating? You would probably have said something shady, which let me tell you about him with his boards that he got. You would have said something. So that's what Drew did. And somebody probably asked her in an interview, how was the reunion? Did you get to keep any stuff? Did you get any additional stuff? No, baby, they took all that stuff back.
Well, don't cry when Sheree throws rocks back at your ass now.
But the thing about it is,
girl, do you pay
they already passed that situation.
$1,000? She's really taking this shit to trial. She's really taking that shit to trial for $1,000 trade. $1,000? Really? What the hell you need shit? Why she got phone damn people in her house anyway, Drew? What? I mean, girl.
No, for real. You wonder every time they come down the stairs and there's cooking going on, it's somebody else cooking.
It's somebody new. So she interviewed, girl, it's giving Atlanta scam. It's giving schemes and tricks and plots that Todd set set up to bring us back to bullshit, girl. That's what it's giving to me. You be having all these damn chefs. Every episode it's a new damn chef.
It is.
Y'all stay hiring the chef.
It is. It
Y'all
is a new
stay
chef.
hiring the chef.
I kid you not. I swear to God. You may not have caught this, but every time we go to Drew house, every single time it's a scene at Drew house, it's some cooking going on.
Yes.
If you go back and watch this entire season, every time we go to Drew house, somebody is in that
And see,
kitchen
that's
cooking.
my problem with Drew. I just feel like Drew is very performative sometimes. She's a great housewife. Don't get me wrong. She's a great housewife. I think she's actually one of the strongest additions that they have had in quite some time on that show. I would have to give her that. But she just comes across so fake and phony. Like, it's just
Now,
like,
wait a minute.
girl,
Now, what you not gonna do?
what
What
did
you not gonna
cry
do?
for?
I just told you why she cried.
Girl, that's not
But
no
you want
legitimate reason
you want to
cry.
understand it. You want to understand it because you cold hearted and ain't got no feelings for nothing. You know, so it's
I'm
whatever.
so hard. Let's go back to Sheree for a minute. Considering everything that we found out tonight about the whole She by Sheree and the confiscation conversation, as Drew liked to say, I thought it was very clever. But do you feel that Sheree is missing the mark when it comes to promoting She by Sheree? I feel that she is. And let me explain why. Sheree has this clothing brand that everybody has been rooting for her since she's been on the show. She by Sheree, Chateau Sheree. We've been rooting for her. We saw Chateau Sheree get completed. And finally, we had a fashion show with some fashions or whatever.
Did we?
Yeah, remember she had the fashion show and she had the fashions? It was just the fact that the website crashed and a lot of people weren't able to order when they were trying to order.
But any of that stuff we saw at the fashion show was not even stuff that was on her website.
Right. So that's furthermore to my point. Now, she tried to say at the beginning of the season, well, it takes time. People release things out in, different spells. But I just feel like Sheree is really missing the mark. Like, everyone knows She by Sheree. Everyone knows it, Trey. And so, like, the fact that she doesn't have any new things to be, revealed so far on this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, the fact that it did bring merchandise for the girls, now we've heard it's been taken back. In my opinion, they gave Marlo it because Marlo is the fashionista. It's more than likely she was going to be the one to post it and wear it to support Sheree. I just feel like she's missing it. And I think Kandi genuinely was trying to help Sheree and give her advice and ask her questions. Kandi Martin wanted to try to invest in She by Sheree, but Sheree just has this wall up. It's almost like nobody can tell her anything. And I just feel like she's really missing the mark promoting this brand because, as we can see, she ain't gonna always be on Housewives. Her ass has been fired twice already. So,
You can be fired again. Yep.
I just think she's missing the mark. What do you think?
I agree. I feel like, this hat right here is something that you probably would see on She by Sheree website. Like I've seen multiple things. It's not fashion. It's all just merchandise. It's just apparel, like t-shirts and sweatpants and it's tacky. It's active wear.
But you have to think, Trey, that's what, since COVID, that's what a lot of people do wear now. They wear a lot of active wears, which is
it ain't working though. It ain't working.
But I think it's not working because she's not really promoting it right, or she's not, I don't know. And first of all, the price is too damn high on her stuff.
Absolutely.
That's
I don't see some fancy stuff that's cheaper than stuff for Sheree.
Girl, I done seen some Louis Vuitton stuff that's cheaper than what Sheree stuff is. So it's just kind of mind-boggling to me how she feels that she can charge that much for merchandise that people can't even really buy. Because when you go onto the website, they sold out of everything.
Because she's trying to pay that mortgage at that house, and she need to have her son stop being the model on those clothes. She need to go ahead and hire some models and let it be different people be able to market her stuff. Get some brand ambassadors. Call Dwight. I tried to help her. I tried to help her. I did a post on my Instagram in a sweatsuit. I look good. It's probably the picture that got the most likes I've ever gotten.
Wait, you got a She by Sheree sweatsuit?
No, but I'm gonna show it to you. I got a sweatshirt that look like it would be She by Sheree.
The lies.
There you go. This bitch.
The lies.
Oh, you got a Shein sweatsuit.
It ain't a Shein. I got it from ASOS. I got it shout out to ASOS.
Same difference. Shein, ASOS. They say that Sheree biting her styles from from Shein any damn way, but Shein getting sued, child.
Yeah, I heard about that. This right here. Yeah, let me see. Can you see it? Boom.
Oh, okay.
I am a boy. What you mean? What's wrong with you? And I had said in it, giving Zaddy vibes to my joggers all September, spring, and summer. I'm gonna tell Sheree the bookie boy. Tagged her in it. Got so much love on the post. I mean, so much love on that post. And I'm trying to help her out. Let me be a brand ambassador.
Sheree, girl, put
I'll
your
let you
pride
go.
to the side. Let the people in and let the people come in and help you. Pray about it. Ask God for discernment of who really should be helping you. Because I just feel like you are really missing the mark when it comes to this. The body that she has, the holistic lifestyle, all of the stuff, you know, that Sheree is, what she stands for, she should really be bigger than what she is when it comes to that type of stuff. Did you see the viral post going around saying that Sheree had a nose job, child? What you think about this confession? Do you think that she had a nose job?
I actually tweeted this yesterday. I said, I know that, you know, it's not right to tell women what to do with their own bodies, but I really want Sheree to leave her face alone. I do. Sheree is a beautiful woman.
She
has
is.
got to leave that face alone.
But for her to proclaim that she's in the whole holistic living and stuff like that, and then you turn around and go get a nose job, I don't know. I don't know, Sheree. It's giving talking out to both sides of your nose, honey.
It's giving the bone ain't collecting.
My biggest fear of what is going to happen on Atlanta is what just happened with the Real Housewives of New York. If this New York reboot works, all of the other ladies on all of the other cities should be worried. And you shouldn't get too big for your britches, bitch, because if you do, we can fire all y'all and just start from scratch. So,
hello.
Real Housewives of New York City just premiered season 14, and it is a complete reboot of the cast. Luann is gone, Sonya's gone, Bethany's gone, Ramona is gone, all of them girls is gone. And so they have started with a whole new cast. So introducing, we got Brynn, which is sort of kind of the fun girl, who, I don't know what Brynn does. She's just like a fun girl. We got Jenna, which is like this fashionista, sort of kind of fashion executive. Jessel, I think how you say is a publicist. You got Sai, the influencer / the bitch about some cheese. Yuba, excuse me, and Aaron. Uba and Aaron. So Aaron is a real estate agent, mom of 3. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I really enjoyed the first episode. What I liked about it is representative of a girl's friend group in New York City, what it's supposed to look like. What I liked about it too was I felt like these girls, like they weren't like these uber rich people, but they were all making honest livings in a sense. And they had careers that I think some of us everyday people can connect with. Real estate agent, social media influencer, into fashion, publicist, careers that are prominent today. And we had the little cheesegate. So we had a little, you know, little cattiness with the girls. Trey, what were your thoughts on it?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, I got tired of hearing about this fucking cheese. I was like, really? Are we really arguing about cheese? People, like, I said they would argue about somebody eating with somebody man, somebody owes somebody money, but cheese.
Just give us a little bit, Trey. Just a little bit cheese.
But you know what? I really feel like it's going to be a great season. I really like the vibe of Jenna.
She's my favorite. Jenna is my favorite.
Mine too. And I really like the vibe of Brynn. I think Brynn is going to be fun. She's gonna remind me of someone who's just like, hey, that's serious. Like, you know, just have fun, you know.
But see, my problem with people like that though is at some point, like, you have to start taking some stuff serious.
But she was able to have a serious conversation. Like, she went into the room. When they went back in the room, she acknowledged what she did, acknowledged how it bothered with the other girl, said what she did. But my question is, was they bleeping out the name of the restaurant? At the beginning of it, they said the name of the restaurant, which I think was an Applebee's or something. But later in the show, they started beeping it out. And she's like, I didn't want to go to beep. I didn't want to go to beep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be caught seeing there anymore. But I guess it's too low for them now since they've arrived. They're housewives now, so they can't be caught dead there. Actually appeared on Watch What Happens Live that night, and all of them were going to that restaurant afterwards. Brynn gives me the type where she doesn't take anything serious. She's going to be drunk all the time. She's going to be the party girl.
Love it.
Woo, showing us her moves. Like, she's going to give me all of that energy. Jenna is going to be like, I'm over these girls. Like, I'm going
home. I'm going home.
Yeah, it's black. Like, it's
I think so. That's the one who had the hair and the ponytail type thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think she might be. And then
she's black or biracial.
And then Uba is
Somalian.
like she reminds me of the girl from Real Housewives of Dubai.
Well, catch this, T. They're cousins. So on Watch What Happens Live, it was revealed that they're cousins on.
They sound just alike.
She said Chanel Iman is her cousin on her mother's side.
When I was watching the video, I was like, is that Chanel?
That's so the publicist. I don't think I'm too much gonna like her. Something about her. She seems a little performative too to me. And then the girl, Erin. Yeah. Erin and her husband act like they don't like their children.
Right. I thought the same thing.
But I see that she is going to probably end up being the villain of the show. I'm going to say this. If this goes off good, Trey, I think we could possibly see the same thing happen in Atlanta. I can see, I can see this happening in Atlanta. The Atlanta girls, they're not friends like that anymore. What we saw with this group of girls, and Andy has always said this, what makes a successful housewife city or show is when these ladies have a relationship, when they have a friendship. When you just start randomly just throwing people together, which is what I feel has happened on Atlanta now, and there's no like real history with some of these ladies, which is why I do feel the beef with Kenya, Candy, and Marlo is somewhat real because of the fact that they have the most history out of all of the people on the show. But I just feel like maybe it's time for us to get some fresh blood in Atlanta because it's here. You got a whole new crop of young Black professional women, different friend groups around here, and I think they might can give us some better TV than what we've been getting from Atlanta as of late.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I really think that's gonna happen. I don't even think that the reboot of New York is gonna make it happen. I just really think that it's gonna be a time where Bravo is gonna say, you know what, it's time to get some fresh meat in here. They've been here for fucking 15 seasons. Marlo's been there forever, but she just got a peach, but she's been there forever, and he's been there forever. If they do that, bring back people, what we said on that last episode we did, do that first. Let the fans end off with Nene. Let them end off with those people, and then reboot it. Give us that.
Well, or what they could do, like they did with New York. All of the OGs from New York, they're all going to be on the next season of Ultimate Girls Trip or whatever. So
I don't want that.
So maybe I can appreciate Ultimate Girls Trip with some of the faves that we mentioned from Atlanta before. But so girls, feel your best behavior, because you can be replaced at any point. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Wine Up. Again, make sure that you subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it on all of your social media platforms, and we appreciate you guys. And remember
this.
You are good enough. You are good enough to accomplish and achieve anything that you want to do. And we will see y'all next time. Bye!